Somebody sent this. They did the deep dive of the photo. Where was this originally? Angles. So, bro, you don't want to mess. And I promise bullets at this point. They just took an arsenal. Just saying. And I'm hearing that they're getting sick and tired of it too. Just saying, our federal government. The head of our federal government. Only a couple thousand of you guys out there in those streets. Okay? You're going to piss off a lot of people on both sides of the aisle. And I promise you, you will be squished like a bug. Okay? By your own party. Nonetheless. Squished like a bug. Sick and tired of it too. Just saying. And we are going to support their outrageousness. We're going to support the Democrats' outrageousness because they are starting to stand up. I'm telling you, I'm watching stuff, and Verizon was out attention to it, but I had a lot of people look into it. We have located that every single one of these dogs have been identified on Google from a variety of different angles. So we definitely have the dogs that they're picturing. Somebody sent this. They did the deep dive of the photo where used in multiple in Brentwood, Texas. We had one that was found in the exact image provided has been decided to pick up the baton and go ahead and roll with the research of this, the research we started but did not finish. And they located all four of these dogs on Google, not one that is ripe with federal resources. So for them to have this type of business to go all over the United States does not make sense. Usually they cater to their local area first. And usually when they go areas of the internet for animal rescue, the internet with me, I literally work all day long. I'm on my phone, I'm doing videos, I'm doing research. It's an AI that is running interference with law enforcement and trying to deceive the public. Multiple times we've caught him manufacturing and altering, literally altering evidence that he presents to the public. And then this right here, of course, no different, where they lie about who they are, who they hired. Now, did this guy come out and say that he was this? Yeah, but again, it comes down to this crackpot PI that's a PI. You would think that he would use his PI skills to make sure whoever he is hiring is a reputable company, not some made up crackpot. But what I probably will find out is that he charged somebody for these services. As if they really were rendered, and he pocketed the money while getting a garbage company out there. And moreover, none of these people have been found. I cannot find this organization with any of the organizations listed below. They all have all of their people because they're organizations, and they promote their organization and say, look who's here. So when we go there and ask them if these people are associated with these three organizations down at the bottom, they're saying no, they're not. So what do we do then? We have a bunk website. We have a phone number that's not working, that's not a business phone number. It sounds like it's just a cheap, a free Google phone number. Then we go and start reviewing the report. Itself and identifying, like say, going to their website and identifying the dogs. And then we go onto the internet and find all four of the dogs being used in photo originated from Corrine T. Smith's animal shelter in Brownwood, Texas. This. And we've got another one that says the exact image provided has been used multiple online posts by the Animal League have on your name that you're touting to Court TV and News Nation for your little 15-minute news organization. Washed idiots on X that believes him hook, line, Brownwood Rescue originated guy doesn't know how to do research in 2026. All he knows how to do is blow smoke up people's butt. Okay? This is not a legitimate report. And then he has the audacity to try to put my name in his mouth to give him some type of street cred and say, oh my God, Betty's big mad. I'm not big mad. I'm sick and tired of an idiot interfering with a lawful investigation while he's literally deceiving the public. And he does this case, every case after case. Case after case, and he's got some freaking brainwashed idiots on X that believes him hook, line, and sinker, but he's ruining his reputation. Look at the Celeste and the David case, right? David's going to be arrested next week. David's going to be. Why are we even looking? I'm sick of discussing this animal, this guy that absolutely means nothing. All he knows how to do is lie. And manufacture narratives for clients for profit. He's not searching for Sebastian. He's never searched for Sebastian. He's never tried to find Sebastian. He's only tried to protect Chris and Katie from arrest. That's it. That's not what PI's jobs are. That's not what PI's jobs are. So clearly he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Okay? The guys, the nations, a Facebook post of Tin Wolf Inn, Frankfurt, December 18th. Which one is this one? Hold on, let me find out. Was Amy Lamb. Platform. The image was shared on Instagram. It's being done in the spotlight, and guess where I'm going to be the most? So this one, the next dog. Let's Animal Rescue Organization, Animal League by Native California, and the dog photo by Andy constantly come out here and defend himself against all this crackpot effery. Okay. Okay, this is a boy that disappeared. This child is most likely dead. And you've got this heartless, callous piece of garbage PI that thinks that this is a game and a joke. It is just I'm not big mad. I'm hurt. I'm frustrated. I'm angry. I'm angry that they would keep playing this like this is a joke. I heard that Chris and Katie are sitting there on somebody's panel, right? And saying, I don't know why they're coming out here to have an event. Why don't they do something productive? Let's not forget. I did, right? I went and came out and posted signs all the way from Gallatin to Sumner what these crackpot mommy and stepdaddy think about me and my advocacy. We've watched them sit on their ass and do absolutely zilch for this boy. Except here, horrible, horrible things come out of their mouth. From the time this child went missing to this day, they don't care about this child. They've never cared about this child. This child was an inconvenience to them, and Katie took care of that inconvenience, didn't she? She had a man that refused to come home, but now she's around him all the time, right? Funny how that happened. Funny how that happened. I just want to know, did she take and put her hands around his neck and just squeeze? Did she watch the light go out of him, or did she go and grab one of her firearms? I mean, I would like to know this day and age and all. How was it accomplished? How did she load him up in the back of her car? Did she do that all by herself, or did she call her husband to help? I got a lot of questions. About what happened that evening. Got a lot of questions. But we definitely know by Chris's own admission that whatever happened Sunday night. Sunday night is the key to all of this, not Monday morning. The key is Sunday night. Sunday night is when something happened to him. And how do we know? Well, he had this thing called leakage. Major leakage on web sleuths. Seth asked him. Actually, you know what? Let's not guess. So let's go ahead and control find my mother. Did he call her my mom or my mother? Let's do, what did he say? What was the words that he used so I can find it?
Thank you so much. Yay to the subs. And of course, hey guys, real quick, shameless plug, but please be sure to hit that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button. That'd be greatly appreciated.
Plug that, putting my son in diapers, that's shameless. That's shameful. Me explaining that something that has happened that has changed his life and he's not getting the help that he needs brings it to more of awareness, not just for him, but for everybody else that's a victim. So why?
No, sir. No. Fuck that. No, sorry. No. You have no right to out. Anybody's sexual assault. Nope.
What's up with the diapers? Can you break that down for me? Because I've heard that many different times and many different comments and chat forums and all that. Could you just explain a little bit about this diaper situation?
Oh my God.
He was having accidents at school, and Chris got tired of Katie taking clothes to him to change clothes, so he made him wear a pull-up.
So they opted for a route that would protect his dignity and anything else. So opting to use incontinence briefs is actually humane and keeps dignity intact for a child or an adult that has incontinence issues. It is not about punishing them. Sometimes it's better to wear incontinence briefs so there's not the shame, embarrassment, anything else of having accidents. Fuck you, Seth.
Which is actually one of those things that happens to children that are abused. He would come to my house. First thing he did when he came in, I was like, take those damn things off, go take a shower, put on some underwear and some comfy clothes. Because we're men. We wear our boxers. We wear our boxer briefs.
We're men. We're men. I get this whole vibe, and I'm sorry, I'm going to say what I feel. But in his opinion, that if he needed to wear incontinence briefs, then that's not manly. And that looks poorly on Seth's image. Because, Lord forbid, he might have some type of situation going on where he has incontinence issues, but God forbid, we're men. We wear our boxers and our boxer briefs. Fucking gross.
Mhm.
We're not wearing pull-ups, and no accidents here.
But when he,
We're not wearing pull-ups. That's his words. Again. So it's better to let a child suffer and be embarrassed because it's a pride thing that manly people fuck this. I'm sorry, y'all. This hits home for me on a lot of I could never.
he would go over there, he would be wearing diapers.
When he went over there, it got to the point where he was forced to bring a diaper over here. Or when he left, he couldn't have underwear at their house.
Bullshit.
Really?
Bullshit.
Chris didn't want him wearing underwear. Chris wanted him to wear a pull-up. Chris got upset that I wouldn't enforce that.
Chris wasn't even fucking home. He was working out of town. And you have agreed to that. You knew that he wasn't there. So stop blaming it on Chris. Chris did this. Chris did that. He wasn't even there. What about Sebastian? What about dignity for Sebastian? What about what Sebastian needs and wants? Hey, Aaron. Love you too. I'm so proud of you for speaking last night, by the way, too. I'm so glad you guys got the space to talk about all of that. And just know I really sending you a huge hug. Yeah. Okay. Continue on. I don't we're a little over half.
At my house.
What?
I should have let
My son doesn't need to be in a pull-up. My son needs to be treated better.
Oh, you fucking asshole.
Accidents happen.
No doubt.
All right. But living months without an accident in my house.
Real quick before we continue, I do want to give everybody a quick heads up. Please, guys, I have pinned it to the top at the very beginning of our conversation. We speak right now. I see a gang of y'all in the chat. Please go support. We speak right now. We speak trying to find Sebastian in just a minute so that you guys can get your hands on that. And if you want to donate over there, you're more than welcome to as well. But please, if you can, if you have one little small little generous bone in your body right now, please go over to his Cash App, show him some love. That'd be greatly appreciated.
Right.
I'd like to answer this question from Angela Hill.
Okay, sure.
It says, how does he know Chris got tired of it and not mom? Because the last time I heard anything mentioned about it, Chris made a point of stating that his mom was letting him wear underwear again and he had an accident. And Chris was like, so you put your...
Oh, wait. He just told us that he wasn't allowed to have underwear at his mom's house. And now he just tells us that I'm going to back that up so people can hear it. Seth, you fucking liar, McLiarson. I'm sorry. I've lost all fucking respect for this man. Again, that doesn't mean that he has anything to do with the disappearance of his child. But this is horrific and re-victimization. And don't ever say that you're helping victims.
Want to donate over there? You're more than welcome to as well. But please, if you can, you have one little small little generous bone in your body right now, please go over to his Cash App, show him some love. That'd be greatly appreciated.
Now, I'd like to answer this question from Angela Hill.
Okay, sure.
Listen to this.
It says, how does he know Chris got tired of it and not mom? Because the last time I heard anything mentioned about it, Chris made a point of stating that his mom was letting him wear underwear again and he had an accident.
Chris made a point of telling him that his mama was letting him wear underwear again. I thought they didn't have underwear in the house, Seth. What did you just say 5 fucking minutes ago?
And Chris was like, so you put your mom under the bus when you did that. So that kind of tells me mom was willing to give him a chance.
Yeah, this is all it's as much as we have been covering this case,
right?
Talking about Sebastian and trying to figure out all this stuff, it is still really hard to hear all this information. No matter what, it angers the hell out of me. I know you're being beyond that.
some of my muscle relaxers and some of my gabapentin, and I'm feeling pretty good right now. My arm still hurts, but it's tolerable.
Right. No, I understand that. And again, I appreciate you being here and being a part of this conversation. Sharing Sebastian's private business is unnecessary and is embarrassing for him. Let's protect children's privacy and leave our egos out of it. Yeah, of course. But I do feel like there's a little bit more information in that to understand how.
Of course, but let's just keep on talking about it. Of course, yeah, they agree with this person. Whoever that person was that sent that super chat with that, props all around. Absolute dignity for Sebastian. But his dad made sure that that's not what was going to happen here. And the way Pascal rolls right into, absolutely. But
the Proudfoots work in this situation. Real talk. Misty, thank you so much. Seth, have you checked facilities who take in autistic individuals? It was said if KP or Katie Proudfoot put Sebastian in a place, HIPAA would stop them from telling anyone. I don't know anything about this subject, but
the fuck? Chasing, if you're still in here, poor Chasing. I just randomly yell at Chasing throughout live streams. I said this the other day. I just need somebody right here to be like, did you hear that? Chasing did these question and answers, I think a month or so ago, about HIPAA, like what is under HIPAA. And it was amazing to hear what people thought. But this whole shit and thing and the HIPAA thing back and forth, it's just not true. Yeah. And if he was in a facility and insurance, and
then just disappearing for a few days. On president of these United States. It just doesn't make.
While they've spent more time.
Potentially?
Well, not that I know of.
So the house hasn't been fully processed. Okay. That you know of. Have any of the cars, their cars, the Proudfoots cars, have they been processed?
Not that I know of.
Ron, you mentioned
13. Again, it's bullshit. But
and want to sit there and say stuff about my son. Why don't you let somebody violate you and then find out what happens when you don't get the correct therapy so that you for 2 hours?
Wow. That's okay.
Time with my son.
No doubt.
But then he would sit there on his phone and FaceTime. Last time I think he FaceTime with Faith, it was like for 2 hours.
Wow.
Time with my son.
Okay. Real quick, let's continue. Nicole B, appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yay to the subs. And of course, hey guys, real quick.
Right out the gate. Nope. It doesn't help bring awareness.
Can we talk about that? Can we talk about the diapers?
Because we're men. My house.
Real quick before we continue, we speak right now. I see a gang of we speak
he just told us that he wasn't allowed to have underwear.
All this stuff. It is still really hard to hear all this information, no matter what. It angers the hell out of me. I know you're beyond that.
some of my muscle.
Made sure that that's not what was going to happen here, and the way Pascal rolls right into absolutely. But
the Prophets work in this situation. Really appreciate you being.
If they were hiding children that are listed on Amber Alerts.
What are your thoughts on that?
I've actually been on it, and
Where do you think Sebastian is right now?
Besides calling the police, they'll
Right.
have a lawsuit against them for kidnapping, and charges will be filed.
listen,
But it's trying to look at the box from a 360-degree angle.
oh,
My son could be anywhere, so any place he might be, we're calling, we're checking, we're emailing pictures of him. This is him. Is he here? The biological father is looking for him. If he is there, please call 911. If he's not, you're subject to kidnapping because the biological father hasn't given permission. And to submit him into any type of institutionalized plan means that you have to have both mother and biological father permission.
no, that's not even how that all works. No, I'm sorry. Oh my God. Oh yeah. It's how fucking much paperwork it is for even an intensive outpatient facility. Some of y'all know in here. Some of y'all know how hard it is, and to have insurance cover it, let alone be a private pay facility. Oh my God, this is just the most ignorant shit I've ever heard.
Well,
And if they have, when I find him he's out of place, and they don't give him to me when I find out, besides calling the police, they'll
Right.
have a lawsuit against them for kidnapping, and charges will be filed.
Listen,
so then honestly,
how arrogant he is about that. Like,
And that I will come across one that I haven't already asked myself. I write it down and I do it.
right. Well, then here's a question. Are there specific areas the searchers are being harassed?
And that I will come across one that I haven't already asked.
what is it, Seth?
So you keep circling back. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, we do. We keep circling back. I believe he's alive. If he's not hidden somewhere or in some camp that we haven't found yet, why do
He believes he's alive. He believes he's hidden somewhere. Or what is it, Seth? What is it, Seth?
And we're gonna have a blast. It's gonna be all the people, everybody, just on TikTok,
He had a Gerber life grow up plan, is what he had.
T-Rev, everybody that's been involved in trying to get this word out here, get this story out here, this case out here. We're all gonna be there celebrating with you when he is found. And I do feel that it's just around the corner. It's just around the corner. It's coming soon.
Again, this was April 5th. Giselle, thank you for the gifted memberships, y'all. Welcome to the Cabana.
wish it would just happen right now. But the people that I feel, this is just me, but the people that I feel that know everything are the prophets. And I wonder why, and I'm wondering when that's going to happen, when they actually speak the truth. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
just remember, everybody's innocent until proven guilty, no matter what their demeanor or behavioral language state. Because if that was the case, there'd be a lot of guilty people out here, which there probably is.
Into the Cash App. We have no clue.
You do.
Would have been the 19th of May. Active.
Seth, we are coming to help search. That's great. Thank you. Okay. Do you believe the police are doing everything?
Active.
Seth, we are coming to help search. That's great. Thank you. Okay. Do you believe the police are doing everything as they say? I'm bringing red duct tape for my flyers. What are your thoughts, Seth?
I think they can always do more. Know that due to a 70% chance of rain on Sunday,
And it starts at 6 p.m. tomorrow. When I get that, but I just say, please try.
We know you get sleep.
Oh, me?
Yeah, we know you get.
I get that, but I just say, please try. move, or the like optically, just move, or the move, or
Don't know.
You would think.
Things, all of this stuff, the taco stuff. I
Disgusting, if you ask me.
oh
like I said, my brother, I'm really sorry.
sure the shit's so all over the place anymore.
My brother, I'm sorry, because you are on like we all react to this because we are all emotionally attached to this case, and we are emotionally attached to you. I'm emotionally attached to you, my brother. I care. But I
not that. Oh, yeah, Mark, definitely reacted. Even though she thinks she's being slick, Miss Navy over here. Watch Sebastian. Over to me. So, hey, don't try to on and on. What would somebody do? What would somebody let me help you out, in my opinion. Lives taken, but their justice has not been served. People do that when they care, when they want answers, when they want accountability. Why don't you, Katie? It's because you already know. You already know where Sebastian. Is. That's why you can sit up there and say, well, they need to do something more productive. Tell me exactly what you expect, Katie. Tell me what you expect, Katie, in my opinion. Not your good old boys. These children. I saw a post today where people were asking Angela Craddock how she would have felt if it was her kids. Just like any one of us would feel if it was our kids. So why doesn't Katie care? Why is she making fun of efforts to find Sebastian? Publicly. Like, it's not a fucking hot mic moment, you guys. She is outwardly making fun of efforts. Making fun of a gathering of voices. Because I'll be there for over a week. And I'll be happy. Nobody thinks it's a joke but you and your stupid friends that will sit up there and laugh with you. The ones you paid, in my opinion, to be your friends, because you have none. Because none of them have come out. None of them have stood up for you, not even Lori. Where's Lori? At Katie? Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Great job of showing self-restraint, because I wouldn't have. Let me show this shit that's not normal to anybody. And if it's normal to you, please just exit. Great job of showing. Go stage left. I don't care which way you go, just leave. This is not normal. This is Seth in the bottom corner, and he's standing out there asking. Like it could have been doctored, right? The more I was looking at, April 6th. Interesting. I mean, was, in my opinion, fast, right? Forensic evidence recovery, university. There's one thing to dash other people's hopes, and there's also it's also equally horrible to give someone false hope or guarantee them something that you can't give them, that you cannot. Not deliver on, but they don't care. It's all about them making money. Sorry guys, I had to reposition myself in my chair there. How many maps Jen said she's had discovered, and it wasn't hard. I mean, this is something that was just very identifiable right off the bat. Sorry. Oh, no worries, Kiki, for sure. Yeah, and say things like that. I usually don't speak indefinitely about anything about Sebastian's case, but the one thing that I can say indefinitely is that this young man did not vanish. That's impossible. He was not abducted and levitated out of the house. A skull and crossbone. Everything KP and CP say. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. That Sebastian was wearing a so deep stuff. Detroit. Okay, Jay. But it's right on the way home, the fastest route.
Schadenfreude, and it's when joy is derived by someone from another person's misfortune.
Yes.
So it's this dark triad. These are people you don't want to meet in real life.
No.
They're ugly people, and they will go virtual to real world sometimes. So you've got to be careful.
Yeah. You're not. Mm-hmm.
And there's been a lot of actual psychological research into these people. These trolls post inflammatory, off-topic, insincere messages to hurt, provoke others, and they typically hide behind fake names or phony accounts.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting that their makeup is antisocial and sadistic.
As much as she says, I'm not trying to do a back and forth, this seems a bit like a back and forth, in my personal opinion. But she did say a lot of things in here, basically.
And it's really unclear because of the way they're talking about it, in my opinion. I'm not sure exactly what it's in regards to, like what he's referencing here. I don't know. It's odd to say the least. I'm not exactly sure. He kind of speaks like somebody said in riddles. I don't know where that came from or what it has to do with. It seems a very interesting, though, that he picks up something about a 10-year age gap, considering Katie and him are 10 because of the way they're talking about her. He kind of.
It does not stop just because he's got a year older. Still check on my son,
so everybody can see it really, really quick. She put this up last night. If I'm correct, this was, of course, after you had the interview and dropped that bombshell of information about what happened to Sebastian when he was 7, 8 years old. Of course, she kind of put in a whole bunch of information about, as much as she says, I'm not trying to do a back and forth, this seems a bit like a back and forth, in my personal opinion. But she did say a lot of things in here, basically.
And it's really unclear because of the way they're talking about it, in my opinion. I'm not sure exactly what it's in regards to, like what he's referencing here. I don't know. It's odd to say the least. I'm not exactly sure. He kind of speaks like somebody said in riddles. I don't know where that came from or what it has to do with. It seems a very interesting, though, that he picks up something about a 10-year age gap,